Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. You are tuned in to the Aisha Sisters show, and I am so thrilled that you guys are all a part of it. I am Honey, your co host for today, and I am along with my beautiful co host, Queen Sue, Fatima, Beth, and Theresa. Say hi, ladies.
Body.
Hello. Hello, hello.
All
Hello,
right.
hello.
All right, all right. Okay, this podcast is streamed every second and fourth Sunday. Thank you all so much for joining us. Please take this time to share our podcast on your channels, like, share, and subscribe. We need the support. Okay, today's topic is why is family not family anymore? Okay, and before we get off into our this phenomenal topic, which is definitely hits home for a whole lot of us, we're going to start by opening up with prayer. Mama Theresa, could you lead the prayer for us?
Body. God, Christ, God, the world, what they do every day. Father, thank you for that you make sacrifice each day to look over everyone and protect them as they go on their way. God, we put the love and respect prayer cover everyone that's on this podcast and everyone that wasn't able to get on. Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
We seem to have a technical difficulty. I can't hear you, Mama.
You said here.
You had blanked out. You was blanking, going in and out. I'm so
Oh,
sorry about that.
okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Now,
So
today's topic is one that might tug at your heartstrings. Why is family not family anymore? We're going to explore the evolving dynamics of the family in our modern world. Let's start with Queen Sue. Queen, what are your thoughts on this?
Only can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I believe today's topic about family is a very uh essential and very important topic that we're discussing because from family ties to all type of activities in the street, whether they good or bad, it ties with your family connection. So I feel that this topic that we're talking about today would hit everybody in every type of direction, from the mama, the daddy, the grandmama, the grandsons, and the daughters, from the eldest to the newborn. So I feel that with this subject, a lot of people go through a lot of different turmoils and bad things that because they don't have a close knit with their family and they cannot discuss. So I believe this topic on this podcast will open up the airways for a lot of people to ask their questions and to put out their theory, because everything that happened in this world, it's a universal thing. You understand what I'm saying? It's universe,
Yes.
and the universe collides together. So if you think something happened in your household and you think it ain't happening in somebody else's household, you'll be sadly mistaken. You understand what I'm saying? Um,
Yes.
I can't put it in order, but Mama used to say, in every household you got all type of different personalities, especially when you got a big family. You know what I'm saying? If you got 8 kids, you could tell one of them 8 kids. You know what I'm saying? You want to raise them one way, but it's it then follows through generations that one might be a drunk. You know what I'm saying? One might be One might be a cross dresser, one might be this, one might be that. You hear what I'm saying? So this topic right here is gonna hit everybody in the bowl of the belly to me, and I'm glad to be a part of sharing what I can share with you.
All
Mm.
right. Now, Mama Theresa, you want to piggyback off of that? You have anything? What would you like to
Yes,
say?
I would like to say, a lot of our family ties, like Queen was saying, the matriarchs, they all have mostly died off. So the people that would try to keep the family in line and with the family reunions and, getting together on Sundays, uh, they don't have that anymore in the families. Ain't no big mamas out there. You got the little mama now, instead of the big mama that's incorporating what family's supposed to be. So, yeah, this is a story or a podcast that, piggybacks off more than just this subject when it comes to family uh, being more like family. The closeness, the prayer, they took all that out. Families used to be that. You had to eat together. Grandma was like, you got to get to the table, eat together. Then right now it's like the father's gone, mother gone to work, everybody working, people passing each other by, get us something in the microwave. Sometimes they don't even see their family. So the family ties of being there together and respect
You make it
for
clear.
the other have went out the window.
Tell them, no.
Okay. And Fatima, what do you have to say about this deep situation here? It's deep.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Queen Sue and Mother Teresa was saying, like Big Mama gone, we got the little mamas. We all consider the little mamas, and a lot of people don't really have time. It used to be a time where you could drop someone could actually drop their kids off to a family member and stuff like that as a safe haven, or just to
Yeah,
be able to go and actually make extra income and things like that. But Big Mama got things to do. She got other agendas and stuff like that too. Because again, people tired too. We got to keep that in mind because it was a lot of misuse with that. People felt like that they were losing out on their dreams and things they could be doing and stuff. For people who really just wasting their time. Well, at least that's what we may see it as or whatever. Because sometimes it's just honestly helping ones out, even if it's just like on a mental level. That and generational curses. Um, things is just elevating as time progresses, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's so much more to that I could actually speak on or whatever, but those are like the big areas that I feel like that is why families really ain't close like that anymore. Trust is different now. Respect or actually morals and values are different now.
yes,
um
definitely.
Things that used to just be understood is not understood these days. So that's my take on it.
Okay. How about you, Beth? What is your take on this situation? Family not being family
Yeah,
anymore.
I agree with everybody. I think the most part is not the same as we used. And uh, Big Mama is 40 today, like she used to be. Out the house, we're not at the house. The time that you have to be the nurturer and the matriarch in the home, you're at work because you have no other choice. Some of
I'm
us
not
don't
sure.
have that male lead
Family
anymore.
podcast.
Um, the family structure is gone. It seems like it's emotional disconnect with a lot of us, and we just don't commune like we used to. I mean, it takes. I'm like pulling teeth. The love is different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally true. I'm in total agreement with all of you guys. I think that, I know, like with my family, like with most families, when the matriarch, the matriarch passes away, everybody just kind of branches off. You know what I'm saying, and start doing their own thing. And it
Yeah,
makes me wonder, like, okay, you had that glue that kept y'all, together, right? And then,
yeah,
Mhm.
they but like for me, it pains me to see that, even with my own family, like how that works. So, uh I've been working trying to break that chain, break that cycle, but it took for my mother to pass away for me to even reach out to my family in that way. I went along with the program too, oh, you know, so yeah, definitely. Definitely something that we need to talk about. Now, before we go any further, I want to play I want to play a brief video from the I don't know if everybody heard, but last week a young man, a 23-year-old young man, shot 9 people and killed 8, and majority of them was family members. They had the same last name.
oh,
He was
wow.
actually even living in the
Mm.
house with uh, some of the people that he killed. So I want to play that, and I want us to talk about it, briefly if possible.
Ravi and Cheryl, the FBI Fugitive Task Force is one of several agencies involved in this manhunt. Authorities asking residents to call police but to avoid engaging that suspect if they spot him.
This newly obtained video shows one of the shootings police are investigating. The suspect in a red Toyota Camry speeding off after police say he wounded a man in the leg. It's one of 4 crime scenes allegedly connected to 23-year-old Romeo Nance.
With a crime of this magnitude, with this heinous act, we are putting everything in our power to bring this individual to justice.
Police say Nance is suspected of shooting and killing 8 people, 7 of them in 2 houses in the 2200 block of West Acres Road.
I've been a policeman 29 years. This is probably the worst crime scene I've ever been associated with.
The motive unclear, but police say Nance knows the victims, and one of the homes is Nance's last known address. The bodies discovered after that residence was placed under police surveillance, following 2 shootings on Sunday, including that one caught on video. It shows a man getting supplies from his car in the 200 block of Davis Street in Joliet. When that Toyota pulls up, a few words are exchanged before the driver pulls away. But moments later, as the 42-year-old victim walks home, the driver pulls around and opens fire. Curtis Ellis is the victim's neighbor.
My wife could have been out there taking groceries out of the car, just like this guy was taking water out of his car. And it doesn't seem like he even knew the guy.
Authorities say 10 minutes after that shooting, Nance shot another man in unincorporated Joliet Township who later died. Police say Nance is 6'2", 160 pounds. That red Toyota Camry has Illinois plate number Q730412.
Police say Nance does have a criminal history. In fact, records obtained by the ABC 7i team show about a year ago he was arrested on multiple felony gun charges. Police this evening could not confirm whether or not he's currently out on bond.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC 7.
Okay, an update. They found the young man in Texas. He had killed himself, So, and so now that we will never know his reason for shooting, 7 of his family members and 2 other people. So, what's your take on it? Anybody
Seems
got?
like he,
I love you, Pete.
like he just checked out. I don't know if we can say to have played in that because he killed himself, and so you'll never get that answer. But if you kill 7 of your family members, you out of body. You not here. You somewhere else. You're in a different state of mind. I just can't see myself getting that angry to where I shoot house. It's not the time you're gonna get when you stand in front of the judge. It's gonna happen. The life after death. for yourself. To me, it's not that serious.
That was
Part
good.
of
That
self,
was
that's
good.
just the thing. Watching that is just, it's a reminder of how we're not really just dealing with just people as we call them by their name. It was actually, I had no idea about it. So I was just kind of in disbelief, just actually just watching that. And of course, not knowing what his whole intention on that was. But it's the signs of the times, just where we at, where um, go out here and you don't know what's on people's mind or who with them. You can be, and
Hmm.
that's why you have to
Mhm.
even just be careful who you hopping in the car with and stuff like that. You just never know.
Yes. Yes.
That
Yes.
kind of
Yeah,
was heartbreaking. I ain't even gonna lie. I just was like, mm-hmm.
Mhm. You know what we don't recognize today in society is that before the COVID and actually after the COVID, people being closed into their houses with freedom just snatched from them. You understand what I'm saying? It sent a whole lot of people into the mind of lunacy, crazy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people haven't snapped back from uh not being able to be adapted to being out there. That's why people got to understand that when you see sometimes homeless people on the street and they don't want to go inside of houses and stuff like that, it's it's a mental thing. A lot of times people be thinking mostly that it's a financial thing, but the majority of them be out because it's a mental disorder, not wanting to be closed in, not wanting to be around people that they cannot trust. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know what tool inside of their brain is leaking that's causing them to think that everybody in the world is against them. That's why mental health is a very important thing with our people that we suffer from, because from the beginning of ancient days, ancestry days, we've been suffering, being incarcerated inside small places. So if you got not just the minority, which is black, that then suffered through slavery, and you got all of the different people combined with that, getting a piece of that crazy inside of them. That's like when the guys get locked up in the penitentiary. Them guys sometimes don't never come back and be the same person they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because they be in themselves, talking to themselves. So it's mentally mentally that causes a big kaboom with our people in this world today. You know, ain't no straight minded person just gonna walk up callously and just kill some doggone baddie. Not one baddie, but two baddie, three baddie, four baddie, eight people in a row, and then turn around and shoot his damn self. You understand what I'm saying? It had to
Yes.
be
Yeah.
something that
Hmm.
was leaking up inside of that brain that wasn't connecting to what was real and what was not real. When you see people out in the street, haven't y'all noticed when sometimes we are bumping people that's talking to themselves and stuff? In the crazy how they be up there really thinking that they having conversation with people. We don't know what channel they own
Right.
and what they really seeing and hearing. This stuff is real.
Yeah.
It's real.
It is. It's it's a spiritual warfare.
Mm-hmm.
And open themselves up to for that type of negative energy to be inside of them. What to open yourself up to be a vessel for that type of evil?
Yeah, you're right about that.
It's, everybody doing so much different stuff. You know, if it's not the drugs, is what you is energy that you inviting into your temple
Mm-hmm.
is a lot, and people who get ignored health problems. Your family just walking around with you. Well, this just how Pookie is. How Pookie to kill 10 of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could y'all had the opportunity some help? We
Mm-hmm.
think I know somebody that we love, and this and you just like and it's gonna be all right. We're talking to somebody.
I
You
had
should have been getting that person on some medicine about it.
Yeah. A Facebook user says some family members think they be more than other family members, and that's weird to me. Well, family members is people too. You got that, and you got that everywhere. Somebody gonna always think they better
Yeah,
than somebody. Honey, pray for their butts and keep it moving on. As far as
it's
I can
good with
say,
your cousin. You got
you can't
somebody
change.
who think, Whitney Houston, the Whitney Houston, just in your head, tell them that's just how they are.
Yeah, that's it. You can't
Anyway,
change it.
even though
Can't change that part. Okay. Someone said, "You are exactly right, Queen and Mama. Families have lost the respect and love for one another." Why do you guys think that families have lost the love and respect for one another?
um,
I think that they lost
some of
family. I think they lost. Like, go ahead.
yo,
Mm-hmm.
Pardon the body.
yeah, a lot of it is people don't want to be accountable for how they make the other person feel. It's like, well, that's just who I am, kind of thing. Well, who you being has been a problem for the next person.
Hmm.
So either we gonna be able to talk about it, squash it, and move on, business as usual, or I'm gonna have to separate myself from you because I'm not gonna walk around here with a headache. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
be apologetic and empathetic to the way I feel that you making me feel. We don't have those type of pinpointed conversations. It's just we family and we supposed to stick together. But I'm not gonna take your bullshit now. That's what I'm not.
That's right. That's right. Mama Teresa, what would you get ready to say?
I was about to say, some of it, the love and respect is that, it used to be things that happened at the house and everybody come running. Somebody got hurt, uh, whatever the case may be, especially if somebody got hurt and stuff, the whole family coming out. Now, you could say that, something happened in the family. You can count the people on your hand that's showing up now. Um, and some of that has got to be with, like I said, the people having respect for the elders anymore, or even the pastor, whoever it is nowadays. The respect is not there, when it comes to the family and the person being there for one another. What happened to all that? Like this show is about. What happened to all that? You know, you stump your toe, here come everybody. You know, if that was mama or auntie, somebody now, they not coming around. They ain't coming to see about auntie and nobody else. And that's a shame that, it's gotten to that when it used to be if I even remember hearing my mama talk about rent parties when they were coming up. Uh, you would help the next person in the building, to pay their rent. Now, shoot, you talking about the person ain't won't give up nothing, won't help, do anything. So the time has really changed with people helping people. I know sometimes people get skeptical about helping people because of, you know, how people do sometimes. You don't know if it's for real or if it's, fake or what. But as long as you do what you're supposed to do, and don't block your blessings, then that's the only thing you can do.
Okay. Thank you, Mama Teresa. Come on, Queen Sue. I know you had something to say about this as well. Queen,
What I
can
was
you hear
really
me?
trying to say, it's a whole lot of different. Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
what I was gonna say, it's a whole lot of different. Just like in the big shopping mall, there are different stores and different departments. You hear what I'm saying? Like I was saying, the mental part is plays a big part in a whole lot of dysfunctionality in our families. Generational curses plays a major part inside of our family because when people are sick, they don't want to do anything about their sickness. They just want to push it up under the rug. Families want to do that. Another thing that I wanted to say was that drugs plays a major part because it changed the chemicals in your mind to make you think different things about yourself. You hear what I'm saying? And it causes you to do things that normally in your right state of mind you wouldn't have done. So it's a lot of compartments to this topic that we're talking about that plays a major key role in the falling apart of the families and other people in our families feeling that the other person is better than the next person. People, your family members are people that go out and they would treat their friends better than they would treat you. And everybody wants to not be accountable for their own personal action, but what they want to do is be the victim and blame everybody for everything that they did. Me. But what did you do? You know. So
Yeah.
with this right here, we can keep on going on and on with it right here.
and,
You understand what I'm
and part
saying?
itself. And for me, my experience, the ones who say family ain't family no more in my situation are the ones that's always begging, and not paying your money back and always need a favor and ain't
Mm-hmm.
nowhere around when you need something. And then when you start saying no, you know what I'm saying? Oh, family ain't family. Oh, they think they better than, and you know what I'm saying? No, people just get tired of being taken advantage of.
Right.
And you can't bust your head because you my favorite auntie son, or you my favorite auntie daughter, or you my auntie, or you know what I'm saying, or my uncle, you know what I mean? Like, the blood ties, you don't, I don't know, we was raised to love each other. We couldn't even fight one another. So, when they do something crazy, you can't even go upside their head. I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
that's how we were raised too.
because you don't want your
Like,
auntie mad at you. You ain't think you fought out with your cousin. You ain't studying your cousin. You worried about your auntie. You know what I mean? So, it be like
mhm.
that too. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody said yes, it's completely
Mm-hmm.
different. If the grandmama is 35
And
years
like
old,
they,
shaking my head, I have a cousin that is a 35-year-old granny.
Well, whew,
Yeah, but Granny being still real young, Granny still doing things that the young girl is still wanting to do out there. So
Yes.
she's not looking at being the grandma. She's looking at being the glamour. And
Yeah.
so she's not trying to be out there to, be there to take care of the kids or whatever. She trying to, get her hair did, her nails did, and go to the club. So it's a big difference with, the little mamas and the grandmamas.
Right.
So that's where they come into Paul.
Hey y'all, it's Amina. Can I chime in for a sec?
Yes, Amina. Thank you. How are you?
I love peace and love. I came in kind of late. I was like, shoot, but I'm here. This is a good topic, y'all. I, so me personally, I didn't get to know majority of my family until I became an adult, and I didn't really understand why it was so we were so separated. And it comes to find out that a lot of people were just carrying on old family hurt, like my grandmother did something to her sister, so now I'm so and so's granddaughter, and I'm tied to that thing that happened 60 years ago. It's just crazy. They're still carrying on old hurt, being loyal to the elders of our distinguished group. You know what I mean? So if somebody did something to my mama, now I'm looking at her daughter upside her head like that ain't my first cousin. You know what I mean? So that carried on a lot throughout our family. So the younger generations, the cousins, we all met as adults and decided that we're not going to carry that on so our children can grow up together. And so it's just, to end that separation. But a lot of it really did come from old things that stem down from the South 50, 60 years ago. We had nothing to do with that, but because I was so-and-so daughter, I was tied to it. And it was just very hurtful once I got to meeting people and finding out why we were separated this whole time.
Yeah, that's so true too. And I think that's part of those generational curses. We're taking on um pain and resentments from our elders, and that didn't even have anything to do with us.
Yeah, yes,
You
that
know.
is true. That the generational curses follow down through the bloodline. Like she was saying, the young lady, it stemmed from her grandma and the sister, but because whoever child you are, well, then we not gonna mess with you. We ain't gonna talk to you, type of, that's how they would do. So now it's at the point that you all have to break that curse where y'all see fit to be with each other, do things with each other, and don't let that get in the way with bringing up your children so that curse won't follow them.
Definitely. Sylvia Hayes says, hurting people hurt people. And it is important that we do our best to catch and meet our children early in their primary years. That young man was damaged in some kind of way. Yes, I totally agree with that. Hurt people definitely hurt people. And I also feel like as parents, you know, we have to teach our children, individually to love on their families. Our children are watching us. So if they see us backbiting and favoritism with this cousin over this cousin, or this branch of the tree over that branch of the tree, they're following suit because they're watching. I don't do that at all. I try to make sure that my kids get a chance to spend time with all the cousins, all the cousins. And family events. People say family doesn't get together anymore. Well, somebody has to take the initiative and plan something. Invite somebody else. It's the little things. You know what I'm saying? Like when my grandmother died, my family went separate too. And then when my mother died, I made a conscious decision that I wanted to be with my family and I wanted to be around my family. So I made sure that twice a year we get together. Everybody. I don't care if you don't like me. You didn't like my mama. You know what I'm saying? You ain't like my grandmama. Whatever. Still come over here and eat. Take a picture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
Yeah.
And don't call me
That's
talking
right.
about some who gonna be there. That whole who gonna be there? Is so and so coming? Who all you invite? Baby, I invited everybody.
Everybody. That's
Now
right.
come if you want to.
Come on.
You
That's right.
know. Somebody have to stop that because it has to stop. I see it so much. Like I said, I saw it in my family, and I see it in a whole bunch of other situations. Man, it just has to stop. It has to stop.
Yeah.
Okay. A Facebook user said it could also be hereditary, not just spiritual. What do y'all think about that?
Some
Believe it
Hereditary.
too. I believe it
Mm-hmm.
too. Hey,
That's one of them
sometimes
things like this,
you,
like, because
hey,
Huh?
hereditary means to inherit. So sometimes we can inherit some things too.
Yes,
yes.
That's
ma'am.
that's that's one of them things. Like,
Yes, ma'am.
sometimes it is hereditary. Yes.
well,
Sometimes it be a whole line of old crazy mofos.
man, you got
I'm sorry. I'm
somebody that
sorry.
don't mind killing your family. They
I'm
right
sorry.
on down to a child.
Hmm.
Well,
you know.
with mental illness, a lot of that sometimes is hereditary. That's passed on through the families and kids or uncles, aunts, or whoever. So, still, with that being said, you know, that brings on a change of the person's outlook on who he's going to be later life, you know, uh, be spiritual as well as anything else you try to overcome.
Okay. A Facebook user said, could we say family drama unresolved in combination with mental issues and drugs? All this is spirits, evil principalities, and wicked places.
I think if you
Yeah.
leave anything unresolved and open that long to be with in that type of way, then you invite that evil to fester and grow. And it is gonna be hard to clean it up. It's gonna take somebody who is really God and uh
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you deeply in faith to clear that up.
Another Facebook user said, generational curses that needs to be broken.
That's traditional. We all keep saying
Yep.
that. But are we taking the steps to actually break those generational curses amongst yourself? It starts with self.
That's right.
Right. I've always heard
Mm-hmm.
break the generational
Yeah.
curses, break the generational curses. But then I actually found myself trying to actually do it with family. Then I had to realize that it's going to really necessarily take me to actually show it and reflect it, right? But that also requires, like how they were saying with the family drama, you have the choice on if you want to go back and forth with anybody. And, it don't really mean anything until it's really somebody you care about, which is family. When you argue with somebody outside, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, yeah, whatever. It don't really hit you or it don't really hurt like that until it hit home. It's family. It's somebody you love. So them generational curses, it start with self, baby. Got to do it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But okay, you guys, we're going to take a brief commercial break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to the Aisha Sisters Show. I am Honey, joined by my beautiful co-host, Queen Sue, Beth, Amina L, Fatima, Mama Theresa, and Queen Jazz. So we got a full house today. Thank you, Queen, for inviting
Okay.
everybody.
I was trying to. I was
That's
trying to.
okay.
I was
That's all right. That's all right.
okay.
Okay. All right. So today's
Ladies.
topic is why are families not family anymore? Okay. I have another video I want to show you guys, and I want us to touch on it. A Hispanic father killed his wife and three of his children uh, the other day, last week as well. And I want you to hear what this man had to say.
Police say a Tinley Park man admitted he killed his wife and three daughters and even told them why. Meanwhile, friends are remembering the 4 women shot and killed Sunday in the southwest suburb. CBS 2's Andrew Ramos is outside court in Bridgeview, where the accused gunman faced a judge this afternoon. Andrew?
And Joe, that man, Mahar Kessam, is being held tonight without bail, accused of murdering his wife and 3 adult daughters in cold blood. The result of what prosecutors say was a heated argument over respect and money.
The defendant stated, quote, "They're all gone."
They're the chilling words 63-year-old Mahar Kessam told responding officers who arrived at his family's Tinley Park home Sunday morning after he called 911, telling a dispatcher that his wife, 53-year-old Mahida Kessam, had been shot.
When police asked where everyone was at, the defendant pointed in the direction of the basement.
Police would find the bodies of his wife Mahida, his 25-year-old twin daughters Halima and Zahia, and 24-year-old daughter Hanan. Also inside the home at the time of the shooting was their 19-year-old son, the lone witness who was left unharmed. According to prosecutors, the teen woke up to a heated argument happening between Mahar and one of his daughters, where his wife and other 2 daughters were urging him to calm down, and then gunshots rang out.
When witness 1 went downstairs to see what was going on, he observed victim 1 on the floor.
The 19-year-old first found his mother, then 2 of his sisters fatally shot, and then walked in moments before his father shot the 3rd daughter. 2 guns were recovered at the scene. According to prosecutors, Kessam appeared to be disgruntled over how he was treated inside the home.
The defendant was recorded volunteering things about having just retired, and that, quote, "She treats me like a dog. I worked 40 years," unquote. And, quote, "I worked all my life to give my family a better home, and they treat me like."
Meanwhile, the community continues to comfort this family who has lost so much. Hundreds gathered at the Mosque Foundation in Bridgeview for a prayer in honor of the 4 women killed in what police have called a senseless act of domestic violence, something they hope is addressed more within the community.
And it's about not only mental illness, but control and abuse.
Now, funeral services for those women expected to take place later this evening, and Mahar Kessam is due back in court on February 16th. Reporting live outside Bond Court in Bridgeview, I'm Andrew Ramos, CBS 2 News. Joe and Erica.
Thank you, Andrew.
Okay. So what do you ladies think?
I didn't hear it.
I think
I didn't hear it.
Okay.
just being mentally distressed and being controlling and abusive. It sounds like more or less what the man had did and what he was going through. Talking about he worked 40 years and how they were doing. And so he just snapped. Guilty.
He definitely sounds
I
like
think
he was at the end of his rope.
him leaving his son alive. It seemed like he got a woman issue. You know, maybe they was too vocal for him or something. You know, you have these men that think women supposed to be seen and not heard, and maybe the daughter wasn't one of those women. That's what it seemed like. Because if you had having a heated argument with your daughter and you get so mad you kill all the women and leave the men alive, that sounds like he got a problem with women.
He definitely had a problem.
He made that very clear, sounding to me like that. He most definitely.
Unless the other kids that he left alive was his and the other one wasn't.
Now, the other report said that the son was upstairs, and when he heard the first gunshot, he came down, and the daddy was finished shooting him and called the police. He just didn't touch his son. Yeah, it was something.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's all get out. It's all get out. Now, Facebook user said You can have boundaries, but people be so quick to say, I'm not dealing with this person or that person. Yeah.
Um, and that's okay to not deal. Just don't be spiteful with it.
Right.
Exactly.
Don't have to be
You don't have
mean.
to deal. Some stuff do be too much. Some people are too much, but that don't change who you need to be. To That's gonna help you because when you become bothered or you let them get to you and stuff like that, you just a part of that circus too.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of
Yeah.
people I
And
don't
I,
deal with. You know what I mean? Respect though.
yeah. And then you got to understand that not dealing with somebody is retreating from that negative space. It's
Right.
retreating from all that nonsense. It's not necessarily that you don't care about that person or you don't love that person, but they afflicted with something that's drama filled, and you are entitled to not mess around with somebody when it's a circus every time y'all together.
That's right.
And understanding who you are because this is the thing. Usually when I say that I'm just not dealing with that person is for whatever reason. So not saying that I wouldn't help you out or anything like that, but it's just certain things you may do that I just can't click with. It's not a part of my being, and you know what I mean. That's okay. I'm not gonna hold you to that or feel like that that I have a bitterness or anything towards you. It's just you gotta stay over there with that, and
True,
that's
I
okay.
agree.
We have to
Mhm.
understand that that's okay because that's a lot of the things that's going on with family. We feel like that we have to deal with a lot of the stuff that they continuously bring to you in themselves. I'm not about to keep repeating myself and still have to, outside of building ones up, I have to keep myself built up. And a lot of times people will, as they're crumbling on down and they're continuously showing you that they want to crumble down, you gonna become a part of that. You gonna start crumbling down too. I'm not doing that. Not doing it.
That's right.
Exactly.
My thing is, I had to pray for you and keep it moving.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit in your mess because that's your mess. If you want
Right.
my help, I'm gonna try to help you. Like
Right.
Fatima was saying, but at the same time, we all have our own opinions of things, and some people just don't, you know, agree on other people's opinions. It's just their way or no way.
Right.
So
Right.
I just, you pray for me.
And part and self,
Mm-hmm.
that's not even saying that at some point you won't be ready to progress or whatever the case may be. I'll be there for that. And you'll be able to know that because they'll want it for themselves. You have to show me that you want to, you know what I mean, to elevate or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that I'm always in my higher self. That's what I aim to, you know what I mean? But if I know that what you're trying to bring is going to bring me down and stuff like that, I have to consider me because I know what low feels like too.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a low
Yeah.
vibration and I know that it's something that I've already surpassed, I can't do it. And you have to be able to say, in some cases, in some instances, I can't do it.
That's right.
You
That's right.
can, you can trust me, but it's stuff that come with it. You know what I mean? And you have to understand to be prepared. Some stuff just is not for me, and I'm okay with that.
That's right.
And
That's
so,
right.
and you always have to start
Mhm.
with self first.
Right.
How you gonna work to
Mm-hmm.
help somebody else if you all
That's
low
right.
down and messed up yourself?
Right.
So you have to start with self first, and then you can help somebody else.
Okay. A Facebook user said jealousy and not being accountable for your actions um, and behaviors being swept under the rug out of fear that others know family business. Some family members lie and protect their kids and not others.
I'm gonna go upstairs or downstairs. Where y'all gonna go? Y'all wanna go?
The family drama. That is so
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
But at the same time too, it's still just how it's not what we do or how or just necessarily what is how we actually react to it and how we go about the situation. Just because somebody else is jealous of it don't mean that you have to return that favor.
That's
yeah.
right.
And
Yeah,
as
that's
far as
So
like this, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
you go ahead.
My great grandfather, um, told my mom, in order to keep your family strong, you handle the business in your house. Let your sisters and your brothers handle their own business in their house. And that's how y'all stay together. Because you ain't over there at their house too much, messing around with what they got going on, and they ain't in your house getting involved in your stuff. So I think a lot of family problems it become that the siblings, the cousins, whatever, you telling your business too much, and then they coming in your house too much trying to handle your business. You need to handle your own business and keep everybody else at their own house. If I need you in a moment and it's that serious, then I'll call you, but don't come to my phone trying to interject how you feel about something that's going on in here, because that ain't your business.
I have something to say. When it I agree and I disagree, because that's why things are so torn up, because people that has family and bigger families and stuff like that, they everybody want to take a separation thing. You hear what I'm saying? Everybody want to come together when they in need. I mean, not in need. Everybody want to come together when they need something from you. If you the fruit, the better tree to take care of them, everybody is at you. But when you're not, everybody is going about their own business. You understand what I'm saying? So what I say about agreeing and disagreeing with that, Beth, is that the separation has got to end. You know what I'm saying? It ain't saying that you go tell everybody about your bedroom business and this and that and all that kind of stuff. But family ties need to get back to its original form of what family is all about. Everybody is so caught up in their own world. You hear what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
you don't hear from them. You don't see them unless it's a big old thing coming. I'm not trying to keep on saying go back to Big Mama house, but what happened to Big Mama house when everybody sat around the round table and was able to help one another and came to a conclusion of helping somebody without really stepping in their business? I heard they was saying back in the days when a man and a woman used to be together, the family and friends that used to be the kind of like, all right, it's a song that me and Theresa play. We be laughing about it all the time, but it said, "Don't blame Mr. Charlie." Because Mr. Charlie is just a man. It didn't used to be your friends and your family jumping in your business. I'll leave that nigga alone. He ain't right and all that kind of stuff. They would do whatever they can. They'll try to cook a meal and try to make sure that they can patch things together for them to be okay. But even if they passed it together, but to help them be okay, they were showing their love and their support toward their family. Even though if that family had some deep side secrets that was a part of a generational curse that needed to be broken, that
Well, I'm going to say this. I don't want them people in my business. Okay. And I said them people. But here's the thing though. I'm a private person and I am the tree that everybody come to. So I can say that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get out of my business. Find something else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all be real friendly when it's somebody in need or something. So, nah, get up out my business.
Yeah,
It,
Find you
I
something
think.
else to do.
pardon the body. I
Find you
agree in
something
this
else to do.
because sometimes people put people in their business. It ain't always that
Mm-hmm,
that people
mm-hmm.
just in people business. You put people in your business, and then it just take flight. But at the
Yeah.
same time, when it comes back to family, getting together, being there for one another, like Queen was saying, going back to Big Mama house because everybody used to meet up there and have dinner, have cookouts in the yard and stuff like that. People now they pick who they want to call to come to the picnic. They got certain people they deal with. Unless it's a funeral, then we all there together. And that's how the families then got where they start just separating from one another.
Yeah.
The love,
But
the
that has to
respect.
stop.
uh,
Yeah.
is not there anymore. And so, like Honey was saying, you have to start somewhere to invite people to do things with the family, you know, and try to make some kind of way. Whereas the family can start to try to get back together.
Yeah, it's right. And somebody got to do it. Like
Yeah,
instead of
somebody got
you,
to
you
start.
know, and just like what you said and what Queen said. Like it's easy to sit around and say, well, family ain't family, but it's that's a group effort. It's a group effort, but it takes somebody has to stand up and take the initiative. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? After my mom and dad, I started the two things a year, the 4th of July and Thanksgiving, right? So now the family gets together in the summer and we get together in the winter. Okay. Then after that, now this our 3rd year going on a family vacation, turn a family vacation, and it's progressively gotten bigger, and I'm really excited about that. And it's funny because I was one of those people. I used to tell my mother before she passed away, girl, I hope you live a long time, because anything happen to you, I'm gonna be all alone in this world, because I don't fool with them peoples. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I love them people today. I want to be around them people today. I embrace them people. I cherish those people. Now, do I want them in my business? No, but I still love them, and I want to see them. And I want to, and I look forward to our family vacation. I look forward to fellowshipping with them, whatever else we do throughout the year. Because now, because of the two events that then brought us together, different cousins, different family members have been doing different things. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it just takes one person to create a spark.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that too, and that falls up under the category of the lack of communication. It falls up under the category of everybody trying to talk and give an answer to somebody instead of talking to hear what a person is truly saying before you respond. You understand what I'm saying? So quick to be the person to spit something out without listening to understand what you have heard before you make a response. The communication is a big factor in the whole lot of disruption in all of our families.
Yeah,
Yes,
I agree.
yes, 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 indeed. And just like we said, lack of communication. You know, um, if you got a problem with a cousin or a family member, you know, don't go tell the other cousin. Talk to the person you got the problem with. You know,
From the
Exactly.
jump
uh,
start.
Right.
Yeah.
don't make it no big old thing. Because
Yeah.
sometimes
That's right.
sometimes
Hmm.
stuff can be really small, and then by the time it get back around, it's like a wildfire, and some, like I said, just some things
Right.
can truly be avoided just by proper communication. But we all
Yes.
feel that in
Yes.
some ways, said I know I do. I'm learning communicate to be a better communicator as well. We got one last comment, and then we're gonna have to close out. Well, this been a phenomenal hour, ladies. I really enjoyed this. Sylvia Hayes said, "I lost my nephew to suicide due to family drama, and he was only 23 years old. You guys,
Oh wow.
That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of
yeah,
people can't take a lot of drama and the disconnection with their family member. If you didn't grow up to be a close tied family, and it don't be the people that's from you, it be the people that's close on you that you have been shared your life with that'll put you up under the bus because it's just
mm-hmm.
it's just so cut up and tied. But everything that we're going through, it's all about a spiritual warfare. It's all about a generational
Yes.
curse.
Yes.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That we got to
Yes,
stand up. If people start standing up to be accountable for themselves, to
you
reach out
said
and
Mm-hmm.
it.
help the person
Yes.
next to them, we
That's
we could solve some things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could solve some things. And I
yeah.
think that this is
Accountability.
a great beginning just to start to discuss it because I got a lot of inboxes from different people when we told them that we were going to be doing on the family discussion because there was so much trash in so many different people's family, but they just got to know about us on this podcast today that your family and our family ain't lacking what nobody else's family is lacking here. But the
That's
main thing we need
right.
to
All
input in it
going through.
is more love, more
That's right.
love,
Right.
more love and
More
communication.
love. That's right. That's right.
We're
All
all
right.
going through something, and that's it's no big eyes and little U's and all that. We are going through something as a family.
That's right. That's right.
I
Well,
need your
ladies, okay, ladies, it's been an incredible hour filled with insights, emotions, and powerful stories. Thank you, Queen Sue, Fatima, Beth, Mama Theresa, Amina
thank
L.
you
Uh,
invite.
Thank you.
everybody that hopped on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I thank you all. Keep joining in on this important conversation. Remember, you're not just the audience, you're our family. Keep the conversations going. And we'll see you next time on the Aisha Sisters podcast. Until then, stay connected, stay empowered, stay nurturing your bonds. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Peace and love, everybody.
Peace and
Peace and
love,
love.
y'all.